Mistress Claressa Shields has definitely seen ALYCIA Baumgardner's interview and has a response, you guys, and we got to get into it. Hey there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So, anything I say is alleged and in my very, very personal opinion. This for entertainment purposes only. None of this is personal. The Copyright Act of 1976 is in the description box. Some meat and potatoes, some housekeeping items. So, today we are talking Love Island USA Season 8. Claressa Shields, surprise, surprise, a.k.a. Pap's Mistress, a.k.a. Pap's Entanglement, a.k.a. Pap's Pick Me, a.k.a. Pap's Side Chick, or as Chris Cyborg would say, it is duck hunting season. So yesterday, you guys, I did a video on ALYCIA Baumgardner. She had an interview, and the person that was interviewing her, there was a couple of different people, but in a couple of the clips I had played, which I'm going to replay to refresh all memory, she was asked about Claressa Shields. She was asked whether or not she would knock Claressa Shields out. She was asked, as far as what happened and everything else, like, with the MVP promotions, Netflix MMA event, and all the things where Claressa Shields waited. You know what I'm saying? They had a heated back and forth, right? They had a heated back and forth where they were in each other's faces, and this is not the first time that this has happened between the two of them. But then once ALYCIA is surrounded by security, Claressa hauls off and slaps her, right? And ultimately, there was a statement by ALYCIA Baumgardner that there was going to be some, things that she was going to take matters into her own hands and all this and all of that. MVP Promotions came out and said Claressa Shields is banned from all things MVP Promotions. And that includes everything. Anything that is associated with MVP Promotions, whether it's their fighters, whether it's MMA events or boxing events or anything that they are a sponsor of or putting on, Claressa is not allowed to be a part of in any capacity. Claressa tried to, reframe it and did these crash out lives and try to make it seem as though people were saying she was banned from boxing, but that was never true. That absolutely was not true. Yes, there are petitions that exist that is hoping Claressa gets banned from boxing or gets her license suspended or her license revoked. However, it has always been that she's banned from MVP Promotions. Nobody's ever said that she was banned at all from boxing. And then Claressa also went in on MVP Promotions that basically she was cool with Nikisa, which is one of the co-founders of MVP Promotions, that they were, cool with each other, still texting each other and alleging that, Nikisa was the one that invited her and all of this and all of that. Basically trying to put that out there, right? And Nikisa came back and basically said, listen, looky here, you know what I'm saying? We haven't really spoken since the Shadesha Green fight. You know what I mean? So it was very, I don't know. And they're still waiting for an apology that is never going to happen from Claressa Shields. But ultimately, Claressa has bashed MVP Promotions really since they have gone on a generational run and signed all of the top talent in female boxing and all of the things, right? So ultimately, I just wanted to kind of give y'all a little refresher. Claressa has been throwing shots at ALYCIA Baumgardner. So I am not surprised that things have ended up the way that they have ended up. I'm going to play a couple of clips to refresh all memory as far as what ALYCIA Baumgardner said in this interview, and then we're going to get into Claressa's response.
Listen, at the end of the day, consequences will be paid, and I'm going to just leave it at that.
It's just wrong.
Consequences are consequences, baby. If you read the Bible, you know what a consequence is, all right? Next question.
How will that fight play out if you guys end up fighting?
Listen, I would knock her out, but next question. We're not talking about her, though.
So ALYCIA Baumgardner basically said, like in the Bible, there's going to be consequences for Claressa's actions, right? And then still stands on the fact that she would knock Claressa Shields out and all of the things. She also was asked in a later clip that I included in my video yesterday, about being, what she feels the future of women's boxing is and being the face of women's boxing and all of this and all of that. And ALYCIA basically said, listen, look at here, she is willing to take everything on with everything that comes with it, with being the face of women's boxing and all of the things. Well, Claressa, of course, has gotten wind of this, and at the time I'm recording this video, she responded, you guys, about 50 or so odd minutes ago. So we're going to get into what Claressa has said. It says, OMG with a laughing emoji, shut your scary ASS up. Ain't gonna knock nobody out. All that mouth, but wanna press charges. Anyways, in all caps, August 15th, the real face of women... the real face of women's boxing back outside with a devil emoji, fingers crossed emoji, a goat emoji, a championship trophy emoji, and a strength emoji. And then, of course, a link to Ticketmaster, you know what I'm saying, for y'all to purchase the tickets, that it's giving, the tickets are not doing what Claressa was expecting for them to do. So to me, that definitely is a shot at ALYCIA BAUMGARDNER. What happened to Claressa saying that she was not going to handle it with the law, she was going to handle it with the court as it pertained to MVP Promotions, as it pertained to ALYCIA BAUMGARDNER, that she was going to allegedly sue all these people? What happened to that? So you're alleging that ALYCIA BAUMGARDNER is pressing charges against you. There has been other speculation about there being a lawsuit as well against you and all of the things. But here's the thing, Claressa, you brought this all on yourself. You brought this all on yourself. You were the one that decided after all of this, because you didn't like the fact that you were getting drugged up and through here on this internet. You decided, you know what I'm saying, to have conversations with Des Bryant and then post a clip from Adrian that was basically SLUT shaming ALYCIA BAUMGARDNER, and you had the audacity to get here on this internet and claim that you are pure and that you are untouched as you are publicly trying to platform yourself with a married man. Platform yourself with Remy's husband, but judging what somebody else is doing or not doing. Make it make sense. I don't know what Claressa is mad about. You can't keep messing with people and antagonizing people on the internet and not expecting there to be any consequences and not expecting anything to happen. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And Claressa is always the forever victim in every situation. And the reason that you went after ALYCIA BAUMGARDNER is because of old comments that she was responding to about Pap. Because the last interview that she did, the host mentioned Claressa not signing to MVP Promotions, and they had also mentioned Pap. And all ALYCIA said in that interview, this was an interview she did right before her last fight, was, she said the reason she's not with MVP Promotions, basically, you said it. You said his name, you said Pap. That was all that needed to be said. And the only other thing was a clip from nearly a couple of years ago that basically said, Claressa is an amazing boxer. I don't know why she wants to attach herself to a married man. You did all this crashing out over a married man who still will not choose you when it's all said and done. You did all of this, ruining and tarnishing your brand and your career, and quality opponents, Claressa, over a married man. And you really think that this fight is going to be, you know what I'm saying, the best of the best, when it's not. You are fighting a coworker that only has 7 professional fights. You always like to do these live streams where you are hyping up all these other female boxers that you quote unquote consider great. But then you come out here with K. Scott. No. And then you come out with an undercard full of Zeus Network baddies and Ray J and stuff. They don't even care about this. All Lemmy cared about is getting bookings at State Farm Arena, so eventually they won't need to utilize you to get future bookings. You're going to be on the outside looking in, Claressa. How are those ticket sales doing for real, for real? But it's crazy to me that Claressa, once again, she has zero accountability. She was the one that was doing all those memes on the internet, you know, excited about, you know, slapping ALYCIA BAUMGARDNER and all this and all of that. But now all of a sudden, when ALYCIA says that there's going to be consequences for Claressa's actions, that there's going to be things in place, don't you worry about it, and all of this and all of that, you know what I'm saying? Now all of a sudden it's an issue. Now all of a sudden it is an issue, and it's really the audacity. It's really the audacity, y'all. It really truly is. But again, I knew that ALYCIA was not just going to not do anything as it pertained to Claressa, that there was going to be things, you know, in place. But Claressa, you lack professionalism, you lack accountability, you lack responsibility, you like to do all this nonsense and attack others on the internet and throw all these shots on the internet at others. And then when people bring back the same energy and bring the law into it, now you want to cry wolf. Now you want to get upset. There was zero reason to act like that at an event, at a professional networking event where there are corporate sponsors and business owners and professional people that are there looking to partner with people, partner with fighters, you know what I'm saying? Network with MVP Promotions and other people there, and you showed your behind. You showed your complete behind. And now look at the one who is begging for a sponsor. Now who is the one begging for somebody to put their company's name on the line for you with a patch of their company logo on your uniform for your upcoming fight? Claressa fails to see the impact of her actions, of how much she has fallen off, of how much people are not feeling Claressa's shenanigans, and she wants to take it out on everyone else. She wants to blame everyone else for her problems, but it gets to a point. It gets to a point, and unfortunately, until Claressa really hits rock bottom, or that bank account is completely zero or in the negative, Claressa's not going to get it. Claressa is not going to get it and is still going to try to act like a victim out here on this internet. And I just don't, you know what I'm saying? I'm just not buying this stunt at all from Claressa. So with that being said, you guys, that is it for this video. I need y'all to do me the biggest favor, and that is to hype the video, please. There's that. That is it. That is all. It's todos es final. Sfinito is the end the road, seeing the line for this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post no content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.